Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Uh, my name is Burhanudin Mustofa from Postgraduate School of Mathematics Education, uh, Universitas Sebelas Maret. Today, I will present you about my research, which titled "Improving Problem-Solving Ability with Predict, Observe, Explain Learning Module." First, introduction. Mathematics is one of the fields of science that needs to be mastered by students. Mathematics is a very important subject and is a compulsory subject from elementary school to college level. However, most students have a mindset that thinks mathematics is difficult. In addition, teacher learning methods are considered to have an important role related to understanding and performance in mathematics. Thus, understanding mathematical concepts is one of the goals of learning mathematics. Therefore, the importance of learning process that is able to have positive impact on student mathematical abilities. The result of the PISA in Indonesia show that student performance is still low, especially in the in the field of literacy, science, and mathematics. One of the highlights is the relatively low mathematical ability of students in Indonesia. It's evident that Indonesia is ranked 63 of the 72 participant countries. Or, according that one of the mathematical ability that must be mastered by students is problem-solving ability. Problem-solving is the intellectual ability that each individual has in finding a solution to the problem using previously possessed ability. Problem-solving in mathematics is actually high-order thinking process. Therefore, problem-solving ability must exist in the mathematical learning process. Thus, in every learning process, it is important to train student problem-solving ability. In addition, teacher and diversify mathematical learning methods that are suitable for each level of student ability in the learning process. The solution that is the teacher weakness is to apply the right learning module by applying the right learning module can improve student ability in the learning process. One of the learning model that can be offered is Predict, Observe, Explain (POA). In addition to the right learning model, the right teaching material are also an important factor in improving student ability. One of teaching material needed by students is a learning module. Learning module are teaching material that are compiled quickly and especially in order to achieve learning objective. The number of outstanding learning module does not guarantee better than student abilities. Learning module that can attract students to study are what student needs today. Methods. This type of research is quasi-experimental. Sampling technique, statistical cluster random sampling, data collection technique by comparing the student pretest and post-test score, where the pretest score indicates the student initial problem-solving abilities before using the POA learning module, and the post-test score indicates the student final problem-solving abilities after using the POA learning module. Result is discussion. Before the research took place, the first step was to analyze the result of the national examination (UN) for high school students in Pemalang to determine the sample to be used during the study. The sample used is three schools that use the curriculum K13 with a total of 19 schools. The result of grouping based on student UN student national examination score are shown in that figure. After getting three strata, each stratum is taken one school at random, and each school is chosen one class and at random as the research sample. Next, after the research sample is determined, the next step is to test the pretest and post-test question. In the study, uh, the pretest and post-test instrument used were for items with criteria to measure problem-solving ability as an indicator. Based on table 3, that is table 3, it shows that item number 4 does not meet the criteria for the level difficulty for the pretest and post-test. Therefore, item number 4 is not used for testing the effectiveness of the module. The effectiveness of the POA learning module is measured by combining the initial problem-solving ability before learning using the POA learning module and the final problem-solving ability after learning using the POA learning module of student. This can be seen from the student pretest and post-test score as research data. The two test scores were pretest and post-test tested for hypotheses using the means difference test of Pirate data. Pirate t-test, pre-auto test, prerequisite test conducted, namely the pretest and post-test normality test. The normality test in each study used the Lillyforth method. Based on figure number one, that is figure number one, sorry, it can be seen that the significant value uh, or the table of P come from an of Kolmogorov-Smirnov test in the pretest is 0, 0.000. Uh, that is probability under 0.05, which means that the sample in the pretest does not come from a normally distributed of P probably, because the sample in the pretest does not come from a population that is normally distributed. Therefore, the data on the pretest needs to be transformed into logarithm from population. Based on figure number 2, that is figure number 2, it can be seen that the significance value of pretest uh, uh, we will see Kolmogorov-Smirnov table is the test is 0.051, and that is which means that the sample is the pretest come from normality distributed population. After the analysis uh, prerequisite test is complete and it is said that the two samples come from a normal distributed population, the effectiveness test can be carried out. The learning module effectiveness that use a pirate test from pirate data. The decision result for figure number 2, that is figure number 2, was rejected because value of t count t2 equal 2.017 greater than value of the table of the test is 1.665. It will be conclude that there is significant difference in problem solving ability between the pre-test and post-test. So it can be concluded that the POL learning module is effectively used in learning. Uh, Conclusion: the results saw that there was a significant difference in problem-solving ability between the pre-test and post-test. However, the difference shows that the post-test average value is greater than the pre-test, which means that there is an increase in student problem-solving ability between before and after using the POA learning module, where the student final problem-solving ability are better than student initial ability. So it can be concluded that the POA learning module is effectively used to improve student problem-solving abilities in learning. Acknowledgement. The author would like to thank the Faculty of Teacher Training and Education of Universitas Sebelas Maret and also the SMA Negeri 1 Comal and SMA Negeri 1 Ujami and SMA Negeri 1 Bode for supporting this research. And the end, thank you.